and welcome to Abundantly Purposeful, our YouTube channel where we are combining the purpose and your values and the greater, more compelling vision for your life with the idea that you take your finances along with you to fulfill that bigger vision. My name is Kristyn Cozad, and I'm a purpose coach.
I'm Shelly Schell, and I'm a financial advisor and planner. And we're happy to have you here today. Today we're talking about distractions. Interesting for me. I feel like lately, this is something I know I've had these conversations with Kristyn a lot, but that I'm always juggling things. And I feel like I'm easily distracted by different areas in my life. And one of the things that has really helped me with these conversations, particularly Kristyn, is the more I focus on my purpose, right? The more I hone in on, these things in my life that mean a lot to me, that are really purpose-driven goals or beliefs that just surround my life, the less distractions I have. It really does make a big difference.
I think that's really important when you have kind of that bigger idea about what you're going for, whatever that goal is, or even if it's presence, or, I think that it's really easy to let ourselves in this world get so distracted. There are distractions at every turn, whether it be our phones or Netflix or anything that's kind of taking us off course. And really, Shelly and I were talking about this before, and it's really that idea of escaping. Mm-hmm. There's always an idea that we have to be escaping our lives for these distractions, and they really kind of get in the way of that path that we want to stay on. And being really present to what those are, I think we all have a handful at least where they are constant distractions, and it keeps coming up and it keeps coming up. But how do we, with the bigger picture, sort of rein those in and understand, kind of see them for what they are, and understand that, there's nothing that we need to really be escaping necessarily. But we have that mentality of, I need to escape this. I need to escape this. There's so much stress out there that people just have that mindset that I have to get out of this. I have to get out of this, instead of really just kind of staying in place and being really present to what's going on.
Well, and I find that distractions really come to me and speak to me a lot more strongly when I have something I really want to focus on, but I know it's going to take extra effort, or it's a new project, or it's something that I really want to work on, but I know it's going to take a lot of my time, even not physical time, but emotional time, right? Like my emotional time. And so those are the times when I find myself getting really distracted and going off course a little bit. And so for me, going back to purpose, like I keep a board in it's a vision board type of thing in my office, and I use this dial on my vision board, and I've shared it with Kristyn. It's just an ongoing circle. It's just a circle of my purpose and the different things in my purpose, because there's four things that I live by in my life. And when I look at those, when I get distracted by some project or something that's pulling me away from what I really want to be doing, I'll look at that and I really come back to, why am I doing this? Why am I distracted? This isn't something that should distract me. This should empower me and excite me, because it is part, of my purpose. And, whether that's family or my career or my friends or my health or my faith, right? If it's along that spectrum and follows that circle, I get right back on track, and I'm no longer feeling distracted by some little voice saying that this is going to be too hard or take too much time. So that's one of the things that I do and that I encourage others to do, is just find something. Like for me, it's a circle that I've written. It's not beautiful. I'm not an artist. It's something that I connect with that just reminds me about my purposes all the time, and that they're always flowing together, and that when distractions come into my life, I always go back to that. Something that's really helped me stay focused in so many areas of my life.
Well, and really, Shelly, those distractions are our saboteurs, those things that tell us this next thing is going to be too hard. It's over my head. That's when we tend to kind of check out a little bit. And that's when we are almost even searching out distractions sometimes in order to remove ourselves from that scary feeling of, like we said earlier, this is out of my comfort zone. So it's those distractions, it's that sabotage that knows right when to come in, right? And that these forces are out there, and through our limiting beliefs or ideas about our identity that maybe are not true, there's that sense of worth that kind of kicks in where these saboteurs or these distractions start to look really good, because we don't want to prove that those limiting beliefs are true. But at the same time, our primal brain is actually searching out those experiences that prove that. So it's a really interesting thing to start paying attention to these distractions and to really see them for what they are, and like Shelly said, to keep in mind your purpose, to keep in mind the things that kind of keep the wheels of your life sort of moving in the right direction, and to keep those in the forefront and to be focused on those. I think that's really important. I think that the distractions that we have are more easily removed from our lives when we're focusing on the good that's already there, or the good that we're looking at creating. And to change that mindset from a place of, this is taking me out of my comfort zone, to this is expanding my comfort zone, and to allowing that to be the truth, and also to set boundaries around either work time or anything where you feel like those saboteurs show up. There are times when I just have to turn my ringer off on my phone and just put it away, so that I can make some headway in the work that I'm doing, or in, reading for my book club or anything like that, just to kind of tune those voices out and tune that background noise out of my life, so that I can get the things done that are really more important to me, that are going to actually be teaching me something.
One of the things too, I love all that inspiration. And one of the things that I find that I do, it's just, and this is recently, after we started having our conversations, it's actually just turn on music, just reset my thoughts. Is something that helps me a lot, just to reset my music, reset myself with music. And that's a really freeing experience. Get out of my head. One of those things.
So what sort of action would you have people take around this idea of getting distracted, whether it's with their money or with life?
So I think too, one of the things, like, I think a lot of people get distracted in the daily aspects of money, right? Like budgets and spending and those kind of things. And again, if you are focused on big picture, purpose with money and goals that you have, don't get distracted with the daily things. I mean, there's things you're going to go shopping once in a while. You're going to buy new things. You're going to add to it. But again, if you remember, I know Kristyn and I have talked about this. If you think about your spending, and align it again with purpose. What does this really mean for me? What does this really make me feel like? Why am I making this purchase? That might be one way, kind of just on a daily basis, to not get distracted with spending, and just spend because you are distracted, right? Just get in check with that when you do that sometimes, and go back to, what is the purpose of this purchase, for example? And that'll help you get back in touch with big picture purpose for your money, and not getting distracted by money and spending gets you derailed from something else, right?
Great advice. Well, and I would say to people too, to, give a voice to that saboteur or to those distractions, really be aware of what points in your day that they show up, they want to save you, and being really clear about what that looks like, as far as what it is that's holding you back from the thing that you really want to be doing, and being really present with that. And instead of going toward the distraction, having the presence of mind to ask yourself, what do I really need right now? If I'm trying to escape something, but what do I really need? Do I really need this escape, or do I really need to take care of myself in a different way? I think that those are really great ideas that you can get started with this week, folks. We are so happy to have you join us today and to watch our video. We are just having so much fun doing these videos and partnering together. So thank you so much. We ask that if you are enjoying these videos, please subscribe to our channel, Abundantly Purposeful, and hit the like button. And we post new videos every Monday. So we look forward to seeing you again. So again, my name is Kristyn Cozad, and I wish you a wonderful week.
Thank you, guys. It's so good to be with you. And if there's anything that you want us to talk about, because we learn from you as well as each other and the community that we surround ourselves with, go ahead and post it in the comments. We would love to hear from you. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.